Fantasy football is about choices. Will it be James's expertise
He's going to be the only guy on the field to get the ball. He's a 3-down workhorse to get the ball.
or Chris's insights?
But even if they trade him, I still don't think they're going to become a run-first team.
The choice is in your hands. We give you the option.
Draft day, draft day, draft day! Do you guys know what day it is today?
Draft day?
That's right, it's draft
Hey,
day!
I got it. I couldn't tell. It was a lucky guess.
I mean, I didn't want to give it away too obvious so that, anyone would guess it, but I wanted to, give it a little test there. But you got
I thought
it.
it was a
hoping
trick
you-
question.
I was hoping you were leading in with the Drake lyrics, but hey, I'll take draft day.
No,
draft day. Save it for the next one.
That's it, exactly. Can't be giving everything up in one
But hold on,
episode.
it's mock draft day, not regular draft day.
Well, you didn't let me finish the intro. I was just
Oh,
making
okay,
you
all right.
guess what day. It's draft day. But yes, you are correct. It is mock draft day, and we are doing a mock draft for you this episode. Our mock draft today is going to be a 12-team Dynasty League mock draft, and it is going to be a super flex league, meaning there is a flex position that allows for a quarterback, a running back, a tight end, or a wide receiver. So we have the position of 1.07. And the way our draft is going to work is basically the picks are going to be auto-picked up into our position. And then the boys, James and Chris, are going to give their inputs on who we should draft as a team. I will be at the end picking the final player of who is going to be on our team. So, gentlemen, are you guys ready to draft? Should we just head right into there and start drafting?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All
The
right.
strategy is to pick all your biased players, Nick.
Don't tell them yet, man. We haven't even got to pick. Come on. We haven't even get to pick one.
Nick and I
Oh,
like the same
man.
team, so that should be easy for me.
Yeah, exactly. Najee and Juju. Here we go.
That's 1 and 2, right? I mean, they're going to be there. We're good.
Any cowboy available.
All right, let's start with it. Our thing is going to be up for anyone that's listening through our podcast. You can definitely come check out our YouTube where we're going to have the draft board up. So if you want to see us actually interacting with the draft board while we're drafting, definitely check out our YouTube episode as well so you can actually see the visual of it. All right, guys, let's get to drafting. Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. Caffrey, Mahomes,
Holmes,
Cook,
Alvin, Josh Allen.
There's the quarterback run.
Murray, Lamar Jackson. Oof.
4 quarterbacks off the board and 2 running
Who's
backs.
your guy here, James? Who are you gonna nominate up for?
In this type of format and the fact is Dynasty Superflex, I still like to go QBs first. The big ones kind of went there. Barkley sitting there. So's Kamara. The fact that it's Dynasty, I'm going to take Justin Herbert just on the Dynasty fact alone and having a QB that you can go long term with.
I'm gonna go Saquon Barkley here, just because I think between Herbert and the QB that we're going to be able to get either on the turn or in the third, the difference between them will be very minimal. Whereas if we skip on a stud running back here with Saquon, we might get caught holding our hands here with a less valuable running back. So I'm gonna offer up Saquon, Nick.
All right.
All right.
Very interesting.
Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, actually. A lot of quarterbacks are going off the board, but, with a talent like Saquon there, still at a young age, I think Chris's argument of having Herbert where, we can get another quarterback not too far away and value-wise on the turnaround, I think I'm going to go Saquon with this pick.
You better hope the other QBs don't go now.
Look at this. Look at this.
Kamara, Taylor,
Oh,
Ooh,
Lawrence.
2 QBs back to
Lawrence
back.
Is the one.
Dak,
Lawrence
Chubb.
Prescott. Wow.
Hill, Henry, and Metcalf. Okay. Well, since you guys went running back, I think you're forcing us to go QB at this
Yeah.
point.
Still some good ones on the board.
Let's see the QBs here. You got.
Wilson, Burrow.
I think I would do Burrow because again, the dynasty factor. He's young, and I think he's got a great wide receiver corps there, and they will be there for a while. I think I'm going to go Burrow.
I'm gonna skip the quarterback position. I like to build my dynasty rosters for the first year to win, but also stay young. So I'm gonna go running back again here, and I'm gonna go with Cam Akers in the 2 spot here for us to give us 2 bell cow running backs to come out the gate with.
Okay. Honestly, guys, I'd be a little scared at this spot to not take a quarterback with the long wait time to come back around. So as much as I like Cam Akers and I think he's going to be a stud, I would pick Joe Burrow in this one.
It's only 12 picks.
Yeah, but already 8 of them were gone. So, you know.
Akers, Swift, that AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs.
That's a stack. Diggs went so late.
Gibson, Harris,
Dobbins. We're in the zone of we're losing a top. There's still a top 10 quarterback there. We're going to be in the top 15 running back now.
I will let you start there, Chris. What are you looking at?
I think the next best running back on the board is Aaron Jones. I think he'll give us the best option to produce with Barkley. I don't see him losing too many touches to A.J. Dillon this season. He's still going to catch the ball. He's still going to be involved in the offense. So for me, it's Aaron Jones or Austin Eckler. I think Eckler's going to have a big year this year, but I like the floor of Aaron Jones. So I'm going to nominate Aaron Jones.
All right.
And I will nominate Austin Eckler. I agree that it should go running back, and I think Eckler's a little bit younger, and I like what the Chargers are doing with that offensive line this year, and I think he could be someone that surprises and becomes a top 5 RB this year when it's all said and done.
Oh yeah, hey, just giving me the tough decisions already. Okay, clearly it's running back. Out of those 2,
same age, by the way.
Are they? Okay, so then never mind about the age one. Then yeah, they're
all right. Out of those 2, I think Aaron Jones is the safer pick right now. So I'm gonna go Aaron Jones with that pick.
Fair enough.
The Walrus, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Hopkins in the 3rd. Wow.
Fitz
early.
Oh, we got sniped CeeDee Lamb. We got sniped Chase. Ooh, a lot of the value wide receivers I was hoping to get a bit later have come off the board.
So just for our listeners there, that went right after we took Jones. It went Darren Waller, DeAndre Hopkins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kittle, Pitts, Joe Mixon, Scary Terry, Chase, Justin Fields, CeeDee Lamb, and now it's back to us. So right now we're sitting with 2 running backs, Barkley and Aaron Jones, and quarterback Joe Burrow. I think we should probably look either at the quarterback again or wide receiver at this point. Looking at the wide receivers that are available, I think I like Michael Thomas. I mean, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Michael Thomas, and I think the guy is still a legitimate top 5 wide receiver. I know that the quarterback's a question mark, but I think I like Michael Thomas.
I'm going to go because it's Dynasty, and we're going to get this guy in the 4th round. He was just drafted to be the bell cow running back. Oh, no. Was he picked? Oh, no, he was picked. It was Najee Harris was picked, eh?
Yeah, he was taken before.
Dang, he was taken in the.
Chris, 3rd. You would have had my pick there for sure.
I know. It's such a pandering pick.
Note to self: always make sure you pay attention to your draft board, or that may happen.
Exactly. I mean, I think the value at the wide receiver, even in the next round, we're still going to be able to find a serviceable player as well as quarterback. So I'm gonna nominate another running back here. I think going robust RB is a good option for us, and PPR monster and Austin Eckler.
So it's between Austin Eckler and Michael Thomas, correct?
Yeah.
Honestly, between those two, I like the Austin Eckler aspect better. Like you said, with the PPR format, he just gives us that extra advantage, I think. And with the Michael Thomas worry of the quarterback right now.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say a little piece there that I didn't realize Eckler was still available, and I would have picked Eckler over Michael Thomas
what
as
you're
well.
saying is you should take your own advice and pay attention to the draft.
100%.
After Eckler, Miles Sanders went, Trey Lance, Jalen Hurts, 2 quarterbacks back-to-back, Etienne off the board, Rodgers, Jacobs to finish the 4th round. On the 5th round turn, Michael Thomas went, Mandrews, Mark Andrews, Chris Godwin, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, and DJ Moore. Now it's our pick. I think this spot here, we have to go wide receiver. The tight end, I don't know if it's worth picking here. I think the top ones are gone that are worth picking this early in the draft. QB wise, there's still some good names on the board that will be serviceable for us coming into the next round. I think we can still wait. We should take a hit on one of the wide receivers. So my nomination is I'm going to go with, for our wide receiver 1, my pick is going to be Amari Cooper. I'm going to nominate Amari Cooper. He is coming off ankle surgery. He did have it in January. There was talks about Cooper missing some of training camp, but I think once he comes back, he is still one of Dak's favorite targets. So I'm nominating Cooper.
All right.
I like your thinking on it. I think if we're going to go wide receiver, I would go Cooper as well. But just to be I don't want to obviously go with the same pick on you. I'll go to the quarterbacks. I think I like.
Let's make it hard for Nick here, eh? Give him some tough decisions.
Well, I don't want to make it easy for him, right? Yeah, I like Matt Stafford. I think Matt Stafford is going to do very well with the Rams and turn that team probably into the contender it should be, and especially an upgrade from Goff with those weapons there. And I mean, we've talked about him in the last little bit. I think Stafford would be the quarterback I choose. So Nick, Stafford or Cooper? I mean, he's a Cowboy fan, so this doesn't help. But yeah, go ahead.
It is. I am a Cowboys fan. This is true. Honestly, this is our QB2. If I'm drafting Stafford, he's a great quarterback for that situation. Looking at the other teams, though, I mean, quite a few of them have the duo quarterback already, and I really do think we need to get into that wide receiver range so we can get some points at that position and not have full just, average balance guys. So I got to go with my boy Coop.
Hanging with Mr. Coop.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he was going that way. All right, so after we took Cooper, then went David Montgomery, another good running back, Chris Carson, Tua, Mike Evans, Jamal Williams, Jerry Jeudy, T. Higgins, Zach Wilson, Hawkinson from the Lions, a tight end.
TJ Hawkinson, yeah.
And then is that Watson that went there?
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. So at our point here, again, I'm looking back to the wide receiver or quarterback situation because we still need to fill those holes. Yep. Baker's not bad, 26. Looks like he's got a hole on there. Ryan Tannehill, also not bad. And Stafford's still there. So I'm going to pick Stafford again because I think we need to shore up that second QB. And I think a Stafford-Burrow combo would be pretty good. I'm going to go Stafford.
I just reading the board here, like Nick brought up, a lot of these teams already have the double QB. Now it is the CPU drafting, so I'm not sure how I'm going to read them going forward. If I'm reading this board, playing with a bunch of humanoids, then I would probably go wide receiver or running back, thinking that the next teams in front of me aren't going to go that way because they've already drafted their 2 QBs.
But 2 teams have 1 QB, Chris. Sorry, 0 QBs. Hey, team 1 and team 3 have 0 QBs
okay.
right now.
They're next up, right?
So yeah, let's go Stafford. I'll make it easy on you, Nick. Let's go Stafford. Stafford. Actually, I'll go Baker. I'm gonna go Baker here. He's younger. He's poised to have a big year, and Cleveland's come out saying that they're gonna give him more of a passing workload. So give me Baker.
Tough for sure. I like the younger aspect, but honestly, I feel more safe with Matt Stafford in that Rams offense. I think he can have an explosive year with those 2 wide receivers in Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp this year. So I'm going Stafford.
Yeah, not a bad pick. Everyone's got attaching MVP to his name already.
Yeah, that's an excellent offense for him to go to, right?
Yeah, better O-line, better coaching staff,
100%,
better weapons around him. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Stafford in LA this year.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see what happens.
All right. Nick, you want to recap who's left after us?
Yeah. So it looks like Ayuk went, Kareem Hunt, Devonta Smith.
Yeah, another rookie.
Baker Mayfield then went, Kenny Golladay, Chase Claypool, tight end Noah Fant, then Jalen Waddle, James Robinson, Deontay Johnson. Who's that one?
That's a good pick. I love that Deontay
Johnson. Julio Jones then went, and right before us was Myles Gaskin. So, gentlemen, what do you guys see here?
I see that one team still doesn't have a quarterback. That's interesting to me. Nonetheless, actually, 2 teams don't have a quarterback. Nonetheless, we're short up there. I think we got to go to the wide receiver and see what's there to get a second wide receiver. There are 3 of those positions there. So looking at what's available, I mean, you have the Cooper Kupp pairing with Stafford would be nice. Chris is probably going to go Juju just so he wins the pick here, but I'm going to say Cooper Kupp.
Can we scroll down here so I can see some of the names on the wide receiver board that aren't in the top 6 listed here? I see Laviska Shenault's supposed to have a good year. Bateman, Beckham, Debo. I'm good with Cooper Kupp. I enjoy having the stack between Stafford and Cooper Kupp. It's never a bad idea to stack your quarterbacks with a wide receiver and possibly even a tight end. Maybe that's where we go with our tight end later is Tyler Higbee and have the triple stack with the 3. So yeah, I'm good with Cooper Kupp, but I'm gonna nominate Juju Smith-Schuster.
I saw that coming.
But you guys really
thanks for talking up my pick though before that.
You really want me to just be biased here and take Juju, huh? All right, I got you. I mean, I know what you're saying, but you know what? I'm gonna throw a curveball here. And I actually really like Cooper Kupp this season. I think with Matthew Stafford, he can have a huge year, especially if Stafford picks him as his favorite wide receiver. So I'm not going to take my boy Juju, but I'm taking Cooper Kupp.
And hope that Juju falls to the next round, right? Is that
yes? And then we'll take him there.
We're not looking bad here. Through 7 rounds. We got Barkley, Burrow, Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler, Amari Cooper, Matt Stafford, and Cooper Kupp. So it's not a bad round.
And what's funny is, Chris, all those wide receivers you were mentioning pretty much all went as we were talking. So Shenault went right after Juju, then Robert Woods. Then they took Ryan Tannehill, Tyler Lockett, DJ Shark, Carson Wentz, Sermon from the Rams. Who else do we have there? Then we got Courtland Sutton,
and Rashad Bateman.
Yes, sir. All right, back to us.
8-6.
I'm gonna say let's look at the running back situation, just because we're looking at the flexes. We have a 3rd wide receiver spot in the flex. What do we have left here?
Mike Davis was on there. Michael Carter, Ronald Jones.
Okay, so because this is a dynasty, I would probably look another young running back. I like Michael Carter on the Jets. I think he could take over. He may not be the lead all this season, but as our fourth running back, I mean, and someone that we have for a few years, I'm going to go Michael Carter.
Okay.
It looks like we're starting 3 wide receivers, and there's an analytic that came out that stated that the between the wide receivers and running backs usually picked in this round, the drop off between the running back scoring and the wide receiving scoring, there's a vast difference between the two, and that's telling me that we should go wide receiver in this spot, especially to fill our third wide receiver role before we're trying to fill in our fourth quarterback. So I'm going to nominate another stack for us, and I'm going to nominate Tyler Boyd, a guy who has a good connection with Joe Burrow. He had a good connection with him last year. So that's a guy that I try to roster on all my teams. So that's the guy that I would love to put on the squad right here.
Ooh, I like it. Honestly, we've talked about this before on the show. Joe Burrow loves his slot receiver. If you go look at the tapes, like Chris says, I mean, he's the guy that he loves. And definitely before Joe Burrow got hurt last season, Tyler Boyd was having a huge year. And I see it happening again. Hopefully Joe Burrow can stay healthy, even though they got more wide receivers there. I'm going Tyler Boyd here. Also, reasoning is that I think Michael Carter will still be around in a few rounds because he is the rookie. So I'm going Tyler Boyd to fill our wide receivers out.
I'm okay with that. I like that.
2 good stacks right there.
Yep.
So then Chase Edmonds went, Ronald Jones, Adam Thielen, Matt Ryan from the Falcons. Michael Carter went just a bit after us, Kirk Cousins, Daniel LaFerrari Jones, Deebo Samuel, Dallas Goedert, Michael Pittman, OBJ, Mike Gesicki. Now back to us here. I think possibly we could go another wide receiver. The value's there, or we could take a tight end in this spot. If I am taking a tight end here, I think I'm going to go one of the big sleepers for me entering this season is Tyler Higbee, but the allure of Irv Smith and everything I've heard coming out Minnesota is that this kid's just going to ball out. So I'm going to bypass the triple stack of the Rams offense and nominate Irv Smith, especially in the dynasty format.
All right.
Yeah, you know me, I hate the tight end position, so I'm just going to avoid that. I'm going to go back to either the running back or wide receiver. I think wide receiver is where I'm looking. What do we have left there?
Some good ones. Elijah Moore, Kurt Sam, Terrace Marshall still on the board. Juice Landry still on the board. Michael Gallup still on the board.
Go to the running back for a second.
I mean, we're in a good spot. We can pick a luxury pick here to fill our team in.
So, like in the running back spot, if I'm looking here, I like Mike Davis, but that's only for a 1 year. Damian Harris, but you don't know what the heck's going to happen in that backfield for that. No, I think I'd go the solidified wide receiver spot just because I don't know what these running backs are going to do, and I'd rather get someone with some big upside here. I would go either Robbie Anderson or Elijah Moore. I mean, Elijah Moore's been all over. Can you scroll down just a little bit? Who's underneath there? Is there anyone else that I would sneak in there? Jarvis Landry's not bad too. Brendan Cooks, no, there's no team. Will Fuller could be interesting. He had a good year. Corey Davis is there too. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Elijah Moore for the fact that he's a rookie and that I think this guy, I'm hearing he could be the next AB. And if he does go off, I mean, that could be interesting too. So I'm going to go Elijah Moore just to throw a wrench in there.
Okay, so Higbee or Elijah Moore. Honestly, Irv Smith or Elijah Moore. Yeah. I honestly think the tight end position, not getting those big name tight ends that have already been taken. I know we're getting later into the draft and some will be taken, but I think we can still kind of wait and still get one of those decent wide tight ends. I still honestly think Irv Smith might still be there for a little bit. So out of those two picks, I think I'm going to take Elijah Moore. Like James says, he's been talked up a lot in offseason right now. And I think
Hype train.
That's
City.
it. But I am excited. The dynasty reason having him
I'm
young.
hyped for him.
I think it's a good pick right there. So.
Yeah. It's a good pick. I like it. It's a nice luxury pick for us to fill our flexes out.
All right, so
Herb Smith goes right after us.
Yeah, every time Nick has said that he's going to be there a little bit later, doesn't
These
happen.
computers are
Smith,
listening to me, man.
Mike Davis, Robbie Anderson, AJ Dillon, Rondale Moore. That team's got 5 wide receivers already. Curtis Samuel, Hunter Henry, Evan Ingram, Sam Darnold went, Melvin Gordon, and then back to us.
So just so people know it's listening, we're only doing 10 picks here, which is the starting roster anyway. So this will be our last pick for now. And so, I mean, we should be going tight end just to fill out the starters of the team at this point. So
give me your best tight ends, boys.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think Irv would have been a good pick for us, but I get the Elijah Moore pick. It's a good pick. Out of what's left in this tight end wasteland, man. Upside, I'm gonna go Tyler Higbee. Yeah, keep the triple stack of the Rams offense. He's gonna be tight end 1 on that team, and overall, I think he has the possibility to enter top 10 this season in the position. So I'm gonna nominate Tyler Higbee.
Nice.
I agree with Chris. I've liked Tyler Higbee since the get-go. I've got him in a few other leagues as a sleeper late because everyone was just waiting on him. So I say Tyler Higbee to finish the team.
Well, I guess I don't really have a choice on this one. It has to be Tyler Higbee. All right. So thanks, guys. All right. We're going Tyler Higbee. I think, honestly, looking at the team, I think we did pretty solid at this 107 position.
Yeah, we did all right, man. Considering where we drafted, we ended up with Barkley as our RB1. We got Joe Burrow as QB1. We followed it up with Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler, PPR machines.
Yep.
We headed into the Dallas Cowboys. Amari Cooper. I guess we had to have one Cowboy, right, James?
I mean, why not, right? That's the way I look
Come
at
on,
it.
you were the one that nominated him.
Yeah. And then the stack, we followed that up with the stack of Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp, followed by Tyler Boyd, which is another stack for us with Joe Burrow. Then we followed that with Elijah Moore and finished it off with Tyler Higbee, which I'm fine with losing out on Irv Smith and getting Tyler Higbee on the turn. Would have sucked if he went after one of these other picks here, and we would have been left with Pat Freiermuth.
Well, yeah, that would have been interesting.
We got lucky and it worked out, okay?
Yeah,
exactly. So, well, that's that there. So I know our next episode, definitely tune in. We're going to break down this whole draft board and go through everything so everyone can sort of hear what we thought about our own team and all the other teams. And we'll talk about some people that were on this board, where they were drafted, and some high lows and who's missing.
All right. Well, that's our show for the day. That is our mock draft for the day. Let us know what you think. We want to hear what you guys think about it too. But like James said, our next episode is definitely going to be breaking down this draft, some big questions about the draft. So be sure to check in and tune in for that episode. As well, check out our other episodes wherever you stream your podcasts, as well as on YouTube, like I said, for the visual aspect. And don't forget to follow us on our social medias for even more content to help you win your fantasy football seasons. You can reach us on Instagram at The Option Podcast, on Twitter at The Option Pod, and on TikTok at The Option Fantasy Football. Have a good night, everybody. We hope you enjoyed. We will see you next time. Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Let us know with a comment below, or even reach out to us and DM us.